It's getting real out here. The winds of change are billowing across the planet, and the time has come for us to pick a side, to stand up and not just vocalize our dissatisfaction, but also to do something about it. January has been quite dramatic already, with a man having shot 2 of his female colleagues, allegedly because of a demotion, a doctor having been caught with elephant tusks in his house, a 7-year-old committing suicide, an AR activist having been detained for standing up for a woman whose shack was demolished, and security forces brutalizing citizens. Duh! Residents of Namibia's south have long lamented the meager developments the region has seen since the dawn of our almost 30-year-old democracy. Last year, residents of Tess in the south were met by brutal security forces when they held a peaceful demonstration against the employment of a struggle child at the village, whilst many youths there remain unemployed. Things were not that different this year when residents of Keetmanshoop protested against the hiring of Namibians from other regions, whilst residents continue to suffer under high unemployment.
We received a letter from the Prime Minister's office, a letter written by the Prime Minister herself, because it's her signature. And then I was the one that collected the letter, and I called the youth together, informing them about the letter. So at that meeting on Tuesday last week, they were so provoked by the content, the youth. The content of the letter said that the resources of the government is equitably distributed to all Namibians, which the young people disputed. Because in our meeting, when we met with the PN in Windhoek on the 18th of December, we told her that the last recruitment they did of these struggle kids, they preferred them. So we want also our youth to have a similar treatment. So as a result of that, we had the understanding that the Prime Minister will come in and perhaps do something on the issue. But when the letter came, which she wrote in reply of our meeting, she said that nobody is preferred. We are having equal treatment, and we must just go to the offices and apply for the programs and projects and whatever is available. The young people did not take it very light. I said that is impossible, because we are not ignorant of what is happening ever since Namibia has been independent. In the last recruitment, the 4 people that were recruited in our region were the only person that were recruited without following the recruitment procedures. And they just came and assumed duty at the various places that they have been placed. So that is not true. And then they decided in that meeting, themselves, not me, that they will go to the governor's office and stage a demonstration by cleaning the office to demonstrate or manifest to the PN that they are in need of work, they can do the work, and they want that equal treatment as it was done with the struggle kids. So the next morning, they found each other and they went to the governor's office. And they started cleaning. So as they were busy cleaning, the police arrived. So someone from them called me that the police arrived. So I also come to the governor's office and parked my car in front of the governor's office. And then it was peaceful. The police went in, some of them, and then apparently, since I wasn't inside, they greeted the kids and came out. And then again they went in, and I could see they went in also, but there was no commotion. So they came in the second time. But the third time, Chief Inspector Hanse was part of the group that went in. And when I was sitting outside, I started hearing screaming in the voices that was loud, and then after a while, I saw how the police was pushing the kids out of the office, and then they were even beating them, using pepper spray, run close to the kids and apply that pepper spray in the eyes of some of the kids. Some of them were kicked in the buttocks, even the ladies were kicked. Some of them were whipped with belts, and the police exert force on the kids. So they start running in various directions, and some of them were caught and apprehended.
The abuse of power by the police did not end there.
So when they were caught and taken to the church office, the remaining group assembled again under the tree And then I came also there. So they told me about what transpired. So we went to the church office in order to find out whether the kids are going to be charged or not. So on our arrival, I told the kids, just remain outside. Let me go in and establish the development. So when I saw the kids were behind the bars in the holding room, I went out and feedback. So I told them, the kids, that we must go back now and see how we can assess those that are now under the police care. But while I was there, 4 officials came to me, asked me whether I am Isaac. I said, yes, I am Isaac. So they say, can you please come? I say, me only, or can I bring along? No, only you. So when we go into the church office behind the counter, they said, you must stay here until further instruction. So I stood there from 10:30 up to 4:30. And then without being told anything, they even took my cell phone from me and, let me say, confiscate my cell phone. So I was sitting there for the whole time without any assistance. Even I did not even eat anything. Even those kids that were apprehended did not even eat anything. So we remained there for that time. And so the first they took the ladies 4 o'clock and asked if they took past 5. So we went into the office and they told us what the charges they are contemplating against us. Even they said that they contemplate a high treason charge against us. But I told them, don't respond if that is what they want. Let them continue. So after that, we came out, after we'd been told about the charges that is contemplated. So when we came out, another official comes to us and says, let us take you to the holding cell. I say, my brother, I am also a peace officer. So if you detain me, just tell me my rights so that I can exercise it, whether I am detained. So Inspector Hans came to us and said, no, we have the right to detain you 48 hours. I said, even if you have the right to detain us 48 hours, we have the right to see a lawyer. That is a right over detaining. So he said, all right, let him call his lawyer, but he will not even give a bail. They will quit tonight. I said, all right. Since you don't give me my right, I will not exercise my right. So they took us to the holding cells and we overnight there. 3 o'clock the next day in the afternoon, we were called. And myself were called. Some others were called before me and others after me. So when I come there 3 o'clock before Sergeant Anton, he told me that he is going to charge me. I said, all right, charge me. When you charge me, you must arrest me. And arrest is his own procedures. Criminal procedures. Then Detective Sergeant Anton told me that, you see, I am just given this thing, so we'll just fill in this warning statement.
I asked Benny what their recourse would be.
I signed the warning paper, and then I went back to the holding cell. And the next day, around 9:30, we were taken to the court. So when they took us to the court, we appeared in the court before 11. So, the Criminal Procedure Act said within 48 hours. So after they detained me, we actually went beyond 48 hours. So that is what transpired. What we contemplate to lay a charge against the police officers that were involved, especially those that assault the kids, and our also civil dedication.
I sent an email to the Inspector General and the Public Relations Departments of the NDF and NAMPOL, and I wait with a bated breath for their responses.